It's called a promo,
Shut
kid.
your
And
mouth,
if you want to
John.
be the big dog, you're going to have to learn how to do it. So go ahead.
You ready? No! I said, are you ready?
That was good. Glad you finally decided to pull that giant stick out of your butt and have some fun for once in your life.
You're uneducated marks! You sit there on your phones tweeting out your opinions like they're worth a damn. Let me explain something to you people. You don't know shit!
And I'd like to think that maybe this company will be better after Vince McMahon's death.
Back to doing Through the Tables. It's my favorite program we do.
So far.
Oh, good perspective. So I almost just jumped right in. Can't do that. We have to explain what we're doing here today. On this week's episode of Wrestling in the Middle, we were talking about how every 15 years we get brother versus brother at WrestleMania. It's really cool. I have predicted Jey Uso and Jimmy Uso outdoing Bret versus Owen. Again, half-assed forgetting that Jeff and Matt did it at 25. But I figured, why not sit down, watch Bret and Owen, watch Matt and Jeff, and discuss this.
I'm down.
Okay, I'm glad you're down, because I already started recording. Go ahead and jump into WrestleMania 10. The reason, in fact, before I do that, the reason why I like this as a topic is because Jey Uso versus Jimmy Uso would have to outdo these matches on two different categories. It would have to be a better in-ring match than Bret and Owen. That's hard. And it would have to have a better storyline than Matt and Jeff, because that's hard. That storyline was a lot. And we will go over both of those factors in both of these matches, and we'll see.
Okay.
Bret and Owen, let's go.
Bretowen.
This is one of my favorite brother rivalries out of the three. There's other brother rivalries, I'm sure. I just can't think of them. I'll give it a second. It's loading.
Well, there will be two championship matches right here at WrestleMania this afternoon. Yes, Yokozuna squares off against Lex Luger in the first matchup, and then the Hitman Bret Hart will meet the winner in the last match here at WrestleMania. But Bret is also
it was a
in
crazy
the first
WrestleMania.
Bret squaring off against his brother Owen Hart. Let's take you back in time now and show you history in the making as to how this match came about. This is nothing short of extraordinary.
Pause for the cause for a second. Okay, so if you guys would like to watch along and join us, because we can't put this in the video version, Peacock wouldn't allow that, that's fine. So if you guys want to watch with us right now on WrestleMania 10, go to Peacock and go to WrestleMania 10. We are at the 7-minute and 30-second mark. Now, I'm going to count down from 3 and start from there. If you're not there yet, pause this, come back. 3, 2, 1... Bret versus Owen.
Brothers divided. Let's go back to last year's Survivor Series. Keep your eye on the Rocket as he hits his brother, the Hitman, into the steel garter. And then, check this out. 1, 2, 3. The Rocket gets pinned by Shawn Michaels, the only Hart brother eliminated, and he's none too happy about it. Check this out.
Pushes his butt.
Physical assault against his brother. How did he feel about it?
Damn.
Well, just
Bret
2
needs
weeks
to put his
later,
pants
Vince
on.
McMahon caught up with the Rocket, Owen Hart.
Bret, put your pants on.
There's only one way to solve this thing, with me being the shadow of you, the Hitman.
Yes.
That's right. Why don't you go out and step up to the plate? You and me, face to face, one-on-one. I'm challenging you, Bret, my brother, to a fight, one-on-one.
I'd like to live up to those words of saying I'm the best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be, and I take on anybody, but under no circumstances would I ever absolutely, positively not ever step in the ring with my own brother under any circumstance.
You know,
Well,
I'm the first one to admit
too
there
bad.
was a lot of
You're gonna do it.
Owen and I know that, and I'm not going to deny that. But the fact is, I knew this was tearing up the family, and I knew that Owen and I had to sit down and we had to resolve this thing.
Y'all got to fight
exactly
it out.
what we've done. You know, maybe I'm never going to find out who was a better wrestler. Actually, I feel a lot better about it. I didn't want to fight my brother Owen. I knew we could channel our energy in a better direction, and that direction is against the Quebecers, and we are going to win the World Wrestling Federation Tag Team titles as a unit. United we stand.
Divided, we fall, right, Owen?
Dude, Bret Hart is the most American Canadian in the world.
Yeah.
The tag title on the line at the Royal Rumble, but watch this. Owen reaching for the tag. However, the Hitman can't get to him. His knee severely injured during this match with the Quebecers, unable to make the tag. Now watch this. Bam! Owen kicks Bret when he's down.
What an asshole.
This is one of the most shocking things I've ever seen in the World Wrestling Federation. How does The Rock feel about his actions now? Let's go back to comments made last week.
I don't know what law it is that says just because you're older than me, that makes you better than me. It doesn't make you better than me, Bret. And you've held me down all my life. And I'm coming at you, Bret, at WrestleMania 10. And I'm gonna beat you, brother.
What a matchup that's going to be momentarily. You can feel the
I really feel like after WrestleMania, we're going to have an interesting conversation on our hands.
Owen Hart, step out of the shadows.
Probably
into the
will, yeah.
spotlight where he belongs.
Do a Matchbox on Jimmy versus Jay if it's good enough. Be able to follow up.
Possibly, yeah, that makes sense.
The thing is, Matchbox isn't really its own program anymore. I kind of just group it in with other shit.
That's fair.
Alright, ring that bell. Have you ever watched any Bret Hart versus Owen Hart matches?
I have actually watched this very match.
Okay, that's fair. It's a good one.
Yeah.
I like their steel cage match. Oh, that's funky.
Yeah. It's good.
Nope.
There's a lot of audio stimulation going on right now.
Gotta love Owen, man. Unless you don't, in which case you don't have to.
Unless you do, in which case you do have to. I'm surprised they didn't make him wear like an astronaut suit or something.
Right.
This is the first time ever we're starting off a WrestleMania with a brother against a brother.
Brother.
Classic wrestling match.
A classic wrestling
Hearing brother in the wrestling context is such a weird thing, man.
Yeah.
The opportunity for Owen Hart to give Bret Hart what he's had coming his entire life.
Rip them
His entire
things.
life. Look at that.
The Hitman Bret Hart, ladies and gentlemen, as we stated before, opening up things here.
Is that really how you treat a pair of glasses?
WrestleMania,
Yes.
he will be in the final matchup, and here he comes right now.
They love them some Bret.
I always ask myself, like, if I was a wrestling fan growing up in this period of time, who would my guy have been? I like to argue that it would have always been Terry Funk. But I often find myself thinking, like, I would have been a Bret Hart guy. I definitely would have been an Owen Hart guy.
Damn.
Owen Hart's the shit. I hate to think that I would have came in as a kid being a Hulk Hogan fan, but it's a strong possibility for an 80s kid.
Yeah. I mean, it was the Hulkster.
Last year's King of the Ring.
Oh yeah, right.
King of the ring.
Accolades, all of those
King of
accomplishments
the
he
ring.
did while he was holding his brother Owen behind him, holding him in
Do
the
the
shadows.
thing.
But today, that is all going to change. Oh, look
He
at
didn't even
that.
see it coming. He can't even look at him, that piece of shit. What an asshole. Look at the man giving you those. Acknowledge him.
Why was the kid trying to hang his head? Did you see that? Like,
Dude,
they were trying to hold his head up and he was like, no.
Plot twist, that kid was a diehard Owen Hart fan and was really disappointed.
Is about to end.
Dude.
This is a moment.
Any
Thought he would never see
any kid in the crowd wants Bret Hart sunglasses, wants John Cena's wristbands, wants Cody Rhodes' belt.
What's Orange Cassidy's?
Acknowledgement.
Yeah. The kid. No visual.
If I was a wrestler, I would give out savings bonds. Yeah, go Owen.
Owen won. That's it. It's over. He won. I give that a 10 out of 10. That's probably Jimmy and Jay ain't gonna be able to beat that.
I give WrestleMania 10. the number 6 slot on my top 10 favorite WrestleMania arenas.
That's fair.
Yeah, WrestleMania 9 is 5. Arguably, somebody said it today too. Arguably, WrestleMania 33 had the best set. That WrestleMania 33 set was fucking awesome.
That is fair. Nice takedown by the Hitman.
Trying to switch it, going to the rope is Owen Hart. That's one way to escape.
Well, wrestling. I mean, what did you expect?
It's Owen versus Bret.
And the look of intensity on the face of Owen Hart says it all. He has something to prove here.
And he's gonna prove it tonight, live on pay-per-view.
He's a better wrestler than Bret Hart.
For some reason, whenever I hear those words, I immediately, my next thing that I go to is from the Scotiabank Arena. Like,
from the Saskatoon Silverdome.
That's fair.
The Saskatoon Silverdome, everybody.
Ooh,
what a slap.
He put the tippy in that.
And now the fireworks is going to begin.
Owen said it, and I think it'll come true. Bret Hart will never make it to any kind of championship match today.
Well, King,
Right out of his mouth.
just want you to know.
Maybe things will settle back down now. The hammerlock, nice reversal by the Hitman.
And like a good hammerlock.
Nice drop toe. Owen Hart riding a little high now on the side headlock.
Oh, my headlock.
Nice maneuver there. Nice escape. Nice reversal by Bret Hart. And Bret Hart.
I'm gonna say the markiest statement I've ever said in my life right now. Bryan Danielson would wrestle circles around these men.
Owen's way ahead right now.
Well, not that.
Of course.
You must be watching a different match.
Look at this. Look at this.
I'm impressed.
I'm like all in on pure wrestling. I get so into it since Bryan Danielson versus Zack Sabre Jr. 2. I haven't been the same.
I mean, that's fair.
And that changed pure wrestling for me. Who's even the pure champion? I don't know.
I was about to say I don't know either.
Oh, no, it's not. So close. Contract takedown.
It should be Zack Sabre Jr.
I mean by Bret Hart.
I was gonna say it should be A-Kid.
Well, you're a little behind on that. He's not there.
Where is he? I don't know.
I haven't seen him.
What do you think she's thinking right now?
Do a through the table on Axiom and A-Kid. Axiom versus A-Kid. Right after Cody Rhodes and John Cena. That one's gonna be a good one.
I thought it was gonna be Cody Rhodes versus Stardust.
I rolled my eyes. Oh, what a leapfrog. Oh, man.
Ooh, did he land on his neck?
No, he took the bump successfully. His legs just hit the rope and he ricocheted back. So Ricochet calls himself Ricochet. He bounces back from the rope.
That's what they do. They do Ricochet versus Prince Puma.
I don't think I will. I think I'll skip that one. It's not my guy. Not my cup of tea. I'd rather do Mystico versus Sin Cara.
That's a good one. That's actually, you know what? Say that? That actually could be very interesting.
Think about, in 2013, 14, think about how hard WWE was pushing Sin Cara. Like, he was in the cartoons, he was in the Scooby-Doo movie. He was featured as a main event superstar, but never actually booked like one. It's crazy to think about. They pushed him like he was a main event star, and they booked him like he was shit.
Just keep the tippers in check. I think we're going to see just that. But thus far, I think even you, King, have to grant that the better wrestler of the two, as far as technique is concerned, is the Hitman Bret Hart.
He would
may be the better wrestler, but Owen's the
You don't believe that, Vince, and you can't convince me that you do.
And right back on the arm. Look at this. Bret Hart is tenacious.
Wonder if Goldberg believes that.
However, you have to wonder whether or not, being the older brother, being the man who
saw
unquestionably
that
protected
one
Owen as
DVD,
Owen grew up.
The Art of Pro Wrestling or whatever, and it's a picture of Goldberg on the cover.
Oh no.
The disrespect.
You have to wonder whether or not Bret Hart has that killer instinct in this match as he does in all other matches. I would doubt
ask you this. Who told you that he protected his younger brother? Him? Did he tell you that?
Parents did.
The parents did.
Collision!
Damn.
The parents did.
Is it a one-handed spear?
I guess you believed it when Stu Hart told you that, right?
Believe it.
I wouldn't believe them if their tongues were notarized. They're habitual liars. Do you understand me? There's what happened all
King
throughout
talking
their
shit to me.
entire
He
lives.
has an ass for a mouth, man. That's all he does.
What's there?
Kicked him right out.
Comes Owen doing Owen things.
The day I got something good to say about Jerry Lawler is the day Jerry Lawler's not around anymore, I guess.
Damn. Ow.
I always thought he was a shit guy.
But, gosh. Puppies.
It's not. That's worse.
Could do it. The Hitman Bret Hart could be counted out. But no, wait a minute.
I saw a clip of him. I can't wait to play this on the show one day. It'll be our opening clip next week, I'm sure. A clip of Jerry Lawler at like a fan event, and he's just like making up bullshit about not being able to sign things or like do interviews because of this and that. And he's like, "What do you mean? I did one with you last time I was here." And Jerry Lawler's just like being an asshole and making stuff up, and then he gets caught in a lie and like backtracks. Like, what the fuck ever, I'm Jerry Lawler. It's kind of an ass. I say kind of, actually meaning majorly. I love that Owen versus Bret, this technical masterpiece, is being turned into a Jerry Lawler roast. Jerry Lawler doesn't know the difference between his wife and his daughter.
Sure he does. He looks at the puppies.
Oh god. Oh god.
Yeah. No, I wouldn't doubt that would be something he does. Unfortunately.
And Owen Hart with a near fall on his brother Bret.
So anyways, wrestling.
Owen Hart could pin the Hitman Bret Hart.
He can't pin the Bret Man hit Hart.
Ooh, nice.
I leaned into the fuck up. I could tell my mouth was gonna say that, and I was like, "Yep, I'm gonna say Bret the
Bret the DMD Hart."
Continually, look at this. Yanking the hair. Come
He's
on,
the Bret Man.
The Bret Man, let's go.
You know that would accomplish the same purpose. If he pins Bret Hart in this match, Bret will be ashamed to show his face out here later for any kind of title match.
He won't show up for title match. Collectively, we should be giving that title match over to Owen Hart for winning the match, no? Wouldn't that be the outcome, I think?
Yeah, that should. Ooh.
That would have made sense and changed the trajectory of WWE.
I wonder if it would have actually changed Owen's life.
This is our follow-up to the table. I feel like what ifs are perfect to the table topics.
They are.
Because you're basically fantasy booking at that point. Go over to the computer notepad here. It'll update when I get to internet. Because there's like 7 more through the table topics now. There's so many. Okay. This is hard without seeing my full keyboard. You guys can't see this. I'm over here working on the computer, and I'm not screen sharing.
Yeah.
Oh. We're gonna D&D our phone real quick. It's vibrating.
Seesaw matchup, back and forth.
Seesaw matchup.
Come on, Owen, use your fist. Right in the mouth. Knock those teeth out.
I'm just gonna abbreviate because we're doing a show right now. What if Owen WrestleMania 10? I'll know what I'm talking about. It's gonna be a whole follow-up episode.
Damn.
The next through the table plan, I'm actually hoping to sit down with a friend of mine, Mad Mike. He was the sponsor of last week's episode. I want to sit down with him. Him and I are going to talk about Kenny Omega virtually wanting to create his own match rating system.
Oh, interesting.
We're gonna dive into that a little bit.
Get up, Owen.
Both men.
Well, you know what would be a good, because at this point, I think it's safe to say that NXT Europe is not
The
happening.
Rock and Owen Hart and the Hitman.
Fair to say. Maybe. I can't call it.
Moving right back into
I'm gonna
the
play some
Hitman.
music real quick. Using the ring ropes.
I love how we're just in the middle of this technical masterpiece. We're bullshitting now.
It's like, it's the most bullshitting I've done during an episode, and at the same time, I've watched the match the whole time.
Damn. I mean,
I saw the monkey flip.
Nobody knows Bret Hart's
it's a good thing I have seen it before.
He probably knows what Bret's gonna do before Bret knows it.
It was a really good match.
Yeah.
And now it's the Hitman, I believe, is going to go out. No.
Wait till we do Matt and Jeff. That one's no disqualification. So
Off the second rope, and yes, he lands. That'll do it. 1, 2, yeah. And Bret
what
Hart
noise was that? What kick out noise was that?
He thought he had it.
There we go.
Now he's trying to bully around the referee like he bullied Owen all his life.
This is what people pre-TV era did. They literally sat and they listened to fights go down. They listened to the boxing matches.
Yeah.
Sitting next to the radio smoking 20,000 cigarettes. Is Joe Frazier gonna knock him out? No, he doesn't. Can't sharpshoot Owen Hart.
Well, I guess there is a counter. Oh, my.
This is the Hart shooter.
Owen Hart taught Bret that move, too. You
The
just
hard
saw.
shooter.
Look at this.
Rolling.
No, he doesn't. Now that was a 3 count.
I mean, if he had just gotten that bridge
would've,
90
yeah.
degrees further, over.
On the outside.
If he would have been Charlie Dempsey, he would have had it.
Underrated. I tried to download a Charlie Dempsey off the Community Creations on WWE 2K24. I didn't get it, but I tried. It's like that's a fun addition.
For sure. It's one that should have been in the base game, but that's
Yeah.
Come on, Owen. This
topic
is your
for another
chance.
day.
I cannot. I know we're on Bret and Owen, but real quick, I cannot stop playing with Noam Dar too much.
Favoring that knee. And this match has really turned around now in Owen's favor. No one doesn't even know it. Oh, yes, he does.
I thought he said no
Tricked
M.
his ass.
I thought he said no M.
Yeah.
For some reason, I was like, wait, what?
He just played trick on you. Played a trick on you just like Owen played a trick on Bret.
Fair play. These are brothers after all.
Just like
I thought he said Flair play because he's cheating.
Melo played on trick.
Winning is
Trick on
everything,
trick,
man.
trick.
Win at all costs, and that's what he's doing.
Look at this.
Yeah.
And the old triple team.
Ruthless. Aggression.
Aggression.
What's this shirt say? Just W and F? Oh, WWF. There's a person in the middle afraid to stand up. Well, you fucked it up for the rest of
I'm
us.
beginning to sense something. Owen doesn't just want to pin him. He doesn't just care about winning
Those
this
some
match.
fucking
He
marks,
wants to
man.
hurt him. He's out
Nobody
to
likes
prove a point.
WWF that
He's gonna
much.
hospitalize his brother here today.
Especially not at this time period. In 95? Come on.
Ugh.
No, I'm kidding. You and I were just being born.
Yep.
Look at that hole, McMahon. Even
Let's
Bret
see.
Hart
Yeah,
doesn't
this
know
was
that hole.
just before our birthing.
Yeah, this would be what, 4 months, 5 months before I was born?
A month before I was born.
Damn.
Psych, I was there live.
It's crazy to think about.
Dude, I was at the first ever Wrestlemania. I was at the first, what's a random ass people? I was at the first Insurrection.
I just realized the smartest thing Bret
Did
Hart
you
can
see
do
Bobby
right
Fish
now
there?
is to go ahead and submit. He needs to go ahead and
He
quit.
wasn't alive
Then he
back
could
then.
still have a chance.
Well, he might have been
to title
alive, but he
match
wasn't
later.
wrestling. He was being a kid.
No. Dude, Bobby Fish was already like 1,000 years old by then.
But still, Bret.
He's only like
There's no
25
give up in
now.
the Hitman. I wouldn't be very surprised. No, here we go.
Okay.
I mean, we've all been lying about our ages. Why stop now?
Puts it on. He puts it on.
I told you he said
That is it.
Flair.
I knew it.
That's it.
Oh,
So Such disrespect.
Bet you won't spit in his face.
Owen Hart too. Look at this. Bret Hart.
Oh, Hebner on his fucking job.
Oh yeah.
Bret Hart almost counted his shoulders down. But no, he won't give up. And now trying to make a move. He's trying to get him up. Bret Hart's trying to reverse it. He does. Bret Hart reverses the hold.
The ropes.
And into the ropes.
I just got the strangest craving for a berry smoothie.
Look at Bret Hart going to the ropes. That
Got the strangest craving
What a gutless
for more cowbell.
Amen.
reverse that hold, knowing it was going to cause yet even more pain.
You glad? You better be glad I don't have a cowbell right now. I was about to.
Yeah, we would have some audio issues for sure.
Bret Hart feels it.
Not the leg. Oh, nice. Like an
Jimmy and
RKO.
Jay would really have to bring it.
They would.
Match-wise. I know I said what I said, but rewatching the match again, I'm like, oof.
And I'm just saying, like, it's not just that they have the same moves. It's that they have the same limited amount of moves. Owen and Bret, I mean, they did similar things, obviously, but they had a wider array. Because they, I mean, they were more technical, so they kind of had to be.
Yeah.
Jimmy and Jay, they have the super kick, the splash. And
I call them the Splash Bros all the time.
I guess one has the spear, one has the Superman punch.
Stop.
I think that's actually
It's
how.
just gonna look like Roman versus Roman at this point.
I think that's how it actually is in real life. I
We're
think.
gonna see some stink faces.
Yeah, we're gonna see the in the corner. I mean, yeah.
We should have talked about this on the main show, not through the table, but here we are. Internet for fucking week is not week, but for a couple days now. Been clamoring and talking and ranting and raving about Rhea Ripley doing the Rikishi stink face to Nia Jax.
Oh my god. Yeah, well, you know, that's Rhea. She has. She brings out certain feelings in certain people.
Yeah, she invokes a lot of emotion.
The way that Bret just put him on the turnbuckle like that.
Beautiful, right? Seamless.
Yeah. There's a lot more speed and force to it than normal. Ooh.
They're having the time of their life right now.
They are.
That's all I can ever think about shit like this. Not today, Bretty. Action and Bretty.
Action and Bretty, let's go.
Now I must give credit to Owen because if
I give credit to no man.
you have to wonder what could.
He can't do it. Bret Hart cannot beat his younger brother, and he
Not with
senses
that
it right
attitude, he
now.
can't.
It's sinking
Not
in.
with that attitude.
Now he's trying to draw on the strength of all of these idiots here in this place.
The hitman Bret Hart now with his brother Owen.
You're
Forearm.
an asshole.
It looked like a forearm to me.
Nothing.
And another one. Roundhouse right
This-
misses. And the sleeper hold. And Owen is. No, he's not. He hooks the rope.
Oh, come on, brother. Literal brother.
The official
Son
did
of
not see
Stu.
That would be tantamount to disqualification.
What
Owen now.
would
Back
Stu
on his
think?
brother.
What would Steve think?
He's going.
Sharpshoot his ass.
The hold he invented.
The whole damn dude!
He's got the sharpshooter.
Let's fact check that. I don't think Bret Hart invented the sharpshooter. Now, he might have been the first to put it on the map. I think, of course, Stu Hart would have been the originator of any move learned in the Hart Dungeon.
Yeah.
I thought he tapped right there. I deadass was like, that's not how the match ends. What the fuck just happened? Dude, I almost had the biggest Mandela effect of all time thinking Bret Hart tapped out to the sharpshooter.
That'd be funny.
He didn't tap at Survivor Series 97 for the record either. And how we haven't done a Montreal Screwjob episode yet is beyond me.
I feel like if that one's such a talked about topic.
Yeah,
it's done over topic.
But nobody talks about when him and Shawn Michaels in 2010 buried the hatchet. We can bring that up.
That's true.
And then we can have another through the table on Bret Hart's entire comeback during that time period and winning the U.S. title.
Let's do a through the table on what Bret Hart thinks of Goldberg.
I'm down. These are like 5 more ideas to add. Pause, because I don't want to hear Jerry Lawler's voice for another second, and I'm gonna have to hear it again here in another second. So, on the level of, like we said, having quality match, yeah, you got a high-ass bar.
It's really high bar to, yeah, and with the moveset, it's going to be very hard, in my opinion.
Oh my goodness. Let's see. Now we're getting to WrestleMania 25, where we see Matt and Jeff, and the argument there then is, can it be a better built storyline than this?
Yeah, so this one I'm not as familiar with, so I will need a little bit of backstory here.
Before we start anything, we're going to go into the through the table list and adding like 7 things.
You should add one. I would love to do one on Evolve Wrestling, now that I think about it. And WWE's purchase of it and like what that eventually led to, which is the dissolving of it.
WWE ruining Evolve. No, I'm kidding. I said purchasing. I thought I wrote ruining for a second though. Bret Hart U.S. title run.
Oh man, this is happening live on the show, guys.
Yeah. Look at this fucking list, dude.
We have a list.
It's the longest. Okay, back to the cock here. Not in shopping, in entertainment, sports, entertainment.
Sports, entertainer.
Alright. I'm going to play it and then I'm going to pause it immediately.
Left arm, left hand.
Shout out to Jim Ross. So, for those who are doing a watch along, we're at WrestleMania 25 now on Peacock. Go to the 1 hour, 13 minute, 48 second mark, and you will join us. Alright, we're going to say fuck Jim Cornette. In 3, 2, 1, fuck Jim Cornette.
Oh, I thought so too.
You didn't say it too? Maybe we got a Cornette guy in the room and we didn't know.
We do not have a Cornette guy in the room. Fun fact, it took me all
the brotherhood, he said.
Last week to realize, to learn why Cornette carried a tennis racket everywhere he went.
Conflicts in the WWE, but none as
story
personal, I don't think,
for
as this.
An absolutely gut-wrenching story, a story of sibling rivalry that has reached horrible levels. A story that really reached its zenith just 3 months ago at the Royal Rumble, where Jeff Hardy was defending his WWE Championship.
He did say that.
Just brother Matt.
This hurt my soul when it happened.
The Hardys, shades of TLC. Oh my God.
How could you let that happen? You could have stopped that, and you didn't.
You could have. You didn't.
No, you could have.
Finally, I no longer have to share the spotlight with my brother.
Hell yeah.
It's everybody else's fault for not acknowledging the ECW title as a world title.
That is fair.
Had they just continued to recognize it as the third world title, we wouldn't be here.
His guiding light. Jeff Hardy won't even be able to survive.
No, we won't.
You've been through a lot this year, Jeff.
They both were going through a lot during this time period.
Your car was run off the road.
Oh,
There was the
pyro accident.
But there is one day in particular that I remember very strongly, Jeff.
Yeah.
You received a call from me. And I said, Jeff, your house is on fire. And you asked me, what about my dog? What about Jack, man? What about Jack?
Matt Hardy's fucking selling this
And
shit.
sometimes accidents turn into tragedies. I mean, who could have done this to you, Jeff?
Who?
Maybe it was just one person. You're sick.
The fact that Jeff Hardy's house burnt down in real life and they're like, let's use that.
And so am I.
Yeah, that is true.
What the fuck?
You know what? You hate yourself more than you could ever know.
That's why it's like, well, damn, on a story level line, I don't know. He burnt his house down.
I don't know that they have that much. I mean, obviously they do have quite a bit. The back and forth between, you know, Jay screwing Jimmy, Jimmy screwing Jay. Like,
Yeah.
that is pretty good, but it's not burning your house down good.
A lifetime. Hell of a moment.
And I've also had to swallow the fact that my career
It never felt
has
real.
been mediocre.
Holy shit, dude. Jeff Hardy is a world champion. Like, they really put him into the main event world title picture from that point forward, and it felt awesome.
It was great.
The only person I care about is me.
It is me.
God, this makes me miss being a child.
Let's go back.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout
I never move backwards, I only go forwards.
Extreme rules.
Never slow down.
The Dapper Yapper.
The only way to win this match is by pinfall or submission.
Now imagine Justin Roberts doing Nathan Frazier and Axiom's entrance. It's a lot cooler, right? It's a lot cooler.
I don't know. Alicia Taylor is really good.
You fuck with Alicia Taylor?
I do.
I don't like her style myself. I feel like she's really good. I feel like her amount of like gritty over the topness is just too much for me.
What about Samantha Irvin?
Fucking bomb. Dude, she is one of the best ring announcers of all time.
That's fair.
She literally saw Lillian Garcia's position, hopped over it, and got into like the fucking Howard Finkel's, the Justin Roberts.
Damn.
I love Lillian Garcia. She was great at her job, but there are levels to this shit. Samantha Irvin's up there on that level. Shout out to Samantha Irvin. Again, has had a little bit of like flack with her on Twitter at one point, or I think it was just like a small disagreement. I remember us not being like that great with Samantha Irvin. Regardless, respect where it's due. What was that about? What was that even about?
I forget. You brought it up once on the show, and I forgot already.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, the pyro went great this time.
More than anything, I know. I won't even say her name because I'm tired of this woman, but there's one journalist in particular that really has just tried to blockade our way to success, and like every opportunity I've reached out to woman whose initial is DS, she is not helpful or educational at all, not trying to help a young budding podcast learn the ropes of this business, but more so very gatekeepy and very acting as if there's always somebody out to get her. So, DS, fuck yeah.
Dana Sook? Dandy Sows?
Let's just say...
I know who it is.
Okay, I was like, let's just say she's a little Hollywood. A little too Hollywood for this show.
Yeah. Oh, what are we going to do when we have season 4 and I show up as Hollywood Dylan?
We'll talk about that when we get there. Oh, slap to the face to start. Underrated opinion. I loved Matt Hardy's ring gear at this time period.
That's fair.
He should have been World Heavyweight Champion at some juncture in his heel turn here.
You know who really should have been a World Heavyweight Champion at some juncture?
That was a great move. Who? Who should be World Champion?
That was a Wrestlemania poster at one time, and you know what? Now,
Mr.
Dude, I hate to agree. It's true. I mean, it's true. He wasn't my cup of tea and never will be, I don't think. Kennedy, Anderson, however you want to go about it, was never really my cup of tea, but he was held back. He was held back.
It's crazy.
Is that Rick? Rusty Rick? We're gonna get a Rick Oxberger sighting? Yep.
Oh!
Either that or it's a fucking terrible bootleg.
Terrible bootleg of...
It's WrestleMania 25 in Texas. I'm sure that's the real Rick.
Yeah.
Either that or he is imposter. So can I zoom in? He looks like he's impostering Rick, but it doesn't look like Rick.
Already bringing out the chairs. Let's go.
I can't zoom in that much.
Not with that attitude.
I tried. I actually tried. Oh, man. He was just sitting up there hanging out.
Well, I will say, as far as like this match goes, like,
in the butt. He spanked him with the chair.
You can't outdo the Hardys because fuck. Oh my god.
I know this is irrelevant to the listeners, and I'm sorry guys. This is an inside conversation. But on the TV screen today, we've had TNA going on. And the finish to this Final X match, this Destination X match with Rhino and AJ Styles, is fucking insane. They literally finished the whole match up there.
Oh my god.
Back to the match that everybody else is watching on Peacock and listening to on this great show. Matt Hardy's hitting Jeff Hardy with a shot back.
Damn. He's fine though. He's fine.
They've used everything but the kitchen sink. I remember when that was actually, an expression, and then ECW capitalized on it by implementing kitchen sinks into matches. It was like, damn, they used everything and the kitchen sink. It's so hard not to watch both screens right now because I know the finish. I'm like, oh.
I'll be perfectly honest, I don't think I've seen either of these matches. So now,
what were you doing in 2009 and 10?
2009 and 10?
Yeah, we would have been freshmen in high school.
I don't think I could afford WrestleMania that year.
Neither could I. I never got to watch the pay-per-views as a kid. Only one time did I get to watch pay-per-view, and that's because me and my friend worked during the summer and saved up to get the Great American Bash. Great pay-per-view, Great American Bash 2007. Hell memories, but yeah, I can never either. I just, of course, watched them back after the fact. DVDs were always my go-to as a kid.
It was Jeff's guiding light, in Matt's words.
Well, there was probably a point in their life where that was completely true. I mean, I agree. With most big brothers, that's the way it is. They watch out for their kid brother. They're their protectors, so to speak.
Ow. He's fine. He's being stretched a little bit. It's fine.
Say he got it. I don't know if I exactly heard that. I'll tell you this. The point is that Matt Hardy was Jeff Hardy's leader, the leader of the group.
He's like, fuck that broom. The cleaner's not here. The cleaner wasn't even a thing yet.
Yeah.
Kenny Omega was just barely finding his footing in the independence. Ring of Honor. I know he wrestled Ring of Honor 2008. I want to do a deeper dive into Kenny Omega between 2008 2014. Like, what all were you doing there? I know DDT's in there. Sorry, this isn't the Kenny Omega episode either. I love that guy.
Nah, he would never.
I love that guy.
That's the thing, man. The Hardys wrestling a kind of match that no one else can, I don't think. There's just something about it.
Oh. The thing about brothers wrestling each other at WrestleMania is these brothers, real life, have more than likely wrestled each other thousands of times.
Yeah.
They know every single move to do to each other. Excuse me. I'm gonna pop a cough drop in.
Yeah, I'm popping him with the...
I'm gonna pop an unbranded cough drop into my mouth.
I'm gonna say the brand so you have to bleep everything out.
Dude, don't make me work more. I already got enough work today.
It's
something Claudio said one time. Not the trash can. Okay, sorry, but look.
I know. I was like,
the audio is needed for the TNA Destination X match. Hit the spot. Awesome. Is needed for this match that we're watching because the crowd interaction is what does the job here. Like, they depend on the crowd interaction for Rhino to find AJ Styles up there. It's fucking genius in my book. Alright, that's the last TNA table talk. I'm talking.
tabletop talking, ticket.
Boom! We're not going to the table, we're going through the table.
Someone just got a free Jeff Hardy shirt, let's go.
Please. That guy, he doesn't need one. My thing is, nah, never mind, I changed my mind. I was about to make an opinion that sucked.
You know what's crazy? I wouldn't say this, and I don't know if this is true, if this is just the audio for this.
Yeah.
For some reason, the ring sounds, they sound harder here. I don't know if it's just...
It's real glass.
I knew a little.
Punch him in the face.
That'll be a nice through the table. A through the table on Jack Perry.
People say his run in New Japan has been something that you need to watch.
For some reason I thought he was about the Phenomenal Four. Like, what?
That would have been cool.
Let's find out.
So much high impact, and there's only so much the body's going to be able to withstand. And again, that chair is legal.
Add the Destination X match to the Matchbox list. We're just gonna have to watch that one back. It's one of those matches you can't take your eyes off of.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's all. Just across his younger brother, the richest prize in WWE.
This pop drop is phenomenal.
WWE Championship.
AJ Styles is getting the plug today too. We're talking about every wrestler that's not in these matches.
I know. This has been the most off-topic table, guys.
It's on topic because this is about two brothers in a van at WrestleMania throwing tomatoes at the fans.
I was about to say, what is going on?
It's a half-ass play on a Rick and Morty segment.
Oh my god.
One of my favorites. I would play the clip, but it's not relevant to anything else, so instead we're gonna put a table on top of a table that's carrying a brother with a chair on top of him.
Why not at this point, man?
Two brothers in a ring under tables at the show of Immortals.
You know what's crazy? I cannot think of any other brothers that are like in WWE right now.
I've been back in my mind thinking about it too. I can't.
It's literally just the Creeds.
That splash is everything. Iconic splash.
God, I just thought of two that were there until about a year ago, and now I'm fucking sad as fuck.
Until a year ago. A lot of people got fired a year ago, dude.
No, not fired.
Well, who is it?
Bray Wyatt and Bo Dallas.
Rest in peace. That would have been a hell of a WrestleMania match.
Which, maybe they were setting up for that. Maybe eventually, like, Bo Dallas comes out as Uncle Howdy, and then...
Yeah, that's what I think, too. That's what I think, too. I need something to spit this cough drop in. I'm resourceful.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Oh, there's one in there. It ain't over, Jerry. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, Jerry.
Okay.
Yeah, we're pausing for that one. Just say
Listen, it's a no disqualification match, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there's a rope break.
Mm-hmm. What's the rope break doing?
Being somewhere it's not supposed to be.
Exactly. Sorry we paused, guys. I know you guys have to pause too. When we play back, we're playing it back at 1:31:06. But we have to pause for that, and I know you do too. The fuck are we using rope breaks and no DQ matches for? Alright, 3, 2, 1. What the fuck?
He could not kick out. But luckily for him, he was close enough to the ropes to use the ropes to break the kick.
For the first time, the cues are for the other people too, not for me. Most times I do the cues for me, for editing.
Yeah.
This time, that's not the deal. I'm doing it for them.
Hopefully you remember that and don't end up trying to do something else. I trust you.
I'm not... Yeah, I don't know what you're insinuating, but one, I'm not going to pirate this match, so that having video content is a mute point.
Yeah.
Maybe Jeff Hardy knows how to use the ladders.
Oh, he knows how to use the ladders.
He would never.
He knows a thing or two about climbing up on a ladder with two brothers
You know what's
in
funny?
a ring.
I just realized today, on the channel that
You got it.
that Raw's on, the USA channel.
Yeah.
They're having the Superstar Weekend or whatever. And today's is Edge and Christian versus the Dudleys versus the Hardy
Oh
Boys.
yeah, they do that on A&E.
Isn't it 80?
Yeah, they do it over on A&E.
I thought it was USA.
Nah.
It doesn't matter, does it?
It doesn't matter what channel.
But it's just funny the timing.
One bigger than the other. Matt had recovered from the
Little leapfrog.
crash, then
Playing a little leapfrog.
It's fine.
leg drop off that chair. Now what has Jeff got in mind? The unique
These spots scare the fuck out of me, man.
Yeah. Jeff, can we not do that, maybe?
Dude, fucking spot junkie. Oh my gosh, what a fucked up bump.
Oh my.
His spine just got compressed. Like 3 of his vertebrae are now one.
Oh my god.
He's been near 20 feet in the air. Referee is helpless to stop this match.
He's fine.
Rules of extreme rules. Look at this.
With the storyline being what it was, and the match being a whole different style of wrestling to the conversation, I might come back a month from now and say that this was my favorite, because I forgot how good this actually was. It's been so long. Yeah, that's the finish. And then Matt Hardy needed the win more than Jeff. Looking back, of course, I was like Jeff Hardy all the way and was sad Matt Hardy won, but now, looking back, realizing and knowing what I know and feeling how I feel, Matt Hardy needed that win so badly.
Yeah, he needed to prove that he could slap a tornado. And he could drive overseas.
At one of our other favorite sponsors, stores, Warp Zone, they have a Matt Hardy version 1 figure I want to go buy. This isn't an ad for them or anything like that. This is an unsponsored program. I just wanted to tell him that.
That's crazy.
So Jimmy versus Jey Uso, we're going to find out, can it hold a candle to these two? And I said it would blow them out the water. I'm taking it back. It's at equal playing field now.
I don't think it can. Here's the thing that I would have done, which they still have time to do.
Yeah.
Stipulation. Add a stipulation. Let them go, Stream Rule, Street Fight, whatever. And secondly...
Tribal combat.
Let's maybe try and come up with a few new moves, guys. That's just what bothers me the most.
Yeah, what if you're going to see them have a whole diverse repertoire coming into this that they've just never actively used?
That would be good.
I would think if that was the case, we would have seen Jey Uso doing it on this singles run he's been having for so long now. But
yeah,
I'm trying to just be optimistic, I guess.
Yeah,
I feel like with how conducive it is to the overall status of WWE moving forward, I feel like it just has to be a good match.
It kind of does, yeah, and
they have to.
It's part of the bigger moving picture right now because obviously Jimmy's in the Bloodline, the Bloodline, Cody, Roman, all that. So it kind of has to deliver on that end too. Like, we'll see how it fits into all that as well.
We'll see how it fits in. Day one-ish. That's how I'm feeling. It's just me, Oofs.
Just me, Oofs.
That's how I do the intros when you're not around. Let's start off just saying it's just me, Oofs.
Let's go.
Alright, this was fun. I'm glad it went under an hour. I expected it to go over an hour actually with playing 2 matches, but...
The second match was shorter, I think, than the first match.
Yeah. I don't have the times on them, but I believe it was just because... You can't have one of those matches for that long.
That's fair, especially...
I forgot how fucking good it was.
It was fucking insane.
Jimmy, Jay, you got a high bar to live up to, and I'm interested to see if they live up to it.
They'll super kick it.